Sowers with Worldwide Auctioneers, and today I am behind the wheel of a pretty instantly recognizable car, whether you're looking at it from the inside or out. Probably this is a 1989 Porsche 911 or 930, if you will, turbo cabriolet. Some special things, I guess, specifically about the 89 930. It is the last year for the 930. What makes this car even more unique, it does have the Getrag G50 5-speed, which that's a one-year only deal for 1989. And just going through the first couple of gears, it is every bit as enjoyable and exciting as you would expect it to be. And I got a minivan. The brakes are good. A little Honda SUV pull up in front of this bright guards red Porsche that he couldn't see. So brakes are good. Clutch is incredibly fluid. It does have a hydraulic clutch in it. Talking about, you know, the 89 930 series period, they're pretty hard to come by. I believe they made something like 540 turbo cabriolets, period. And then there were only 450 turbo cars that had the Getrag G50 5-speed gearbox. So you take those two statistics together and then have a turbo cab with the G50 gearbox, and you have got a pretty rare piece of history. This particular car is a clean Carfax, no paint, no hit, completely original, never modified, never a part, with the exception of it does have a aftermarket Alpine stereo head unit, and it does have a Greddy performance intercooler. When I talk about the rest of the condition of this car, however, you'll learn the consignor is a purist and does have the original intercooler and original head unit. He simply, to quote, said this car was just set up too great as is to drive and enjoy, to take it back to stock for his liking. But if you're the one that's lucky enough to acquire this car, you'll have everything you need to take it back to stock if you wanted. A couple other unique things about this particular car: we know everything about it from new in 1989, where it was sold in California. We have service records back to new to 89. We have a window sticker, the Porsche Certificate of Authenticity, ownership documents. So every one of the just over 40,000 miles, we know exactly how, when, where, and where they came from. So hard to find, period, an 89 turbo cab, the G50 gearbox. Find one that's a 40,000 mile car, no paint, no hit, completely, I would just say, luxurious and well preserved interior. Again, carpets look great. The upholstery, it does have tan leather in it. I mean, it's hard to imagine that this isn't a brand new car, and it's over 30 years old. Put this little G50 to the test here. Really hit the power band there at just over 3,000 RPMs, and it just goes, as you can watch my camera guy flying around probably there. This car in 89, they ended up at about 300 horsepower. It is a sub 5-second 0 to 60 car, which in 89 is pretty incredible. In the 90s, Car and Driver did a 13 fastest cars of the 80 article, and this car, not in the cabriolet configuration but a coupe, finished third. And the only two cars that put it down faster were the ZR1 Corvette of 87, 88-ish, and then the other one, number one, was another Porsche, the 959. So of all of the cars in the 80s, it's hard to find something that could go faster than this. And you throw in guards, red paint, a beautiful tan interior, and the fact that at the push of a button, this car has an electronic top. You can be in cruising mode as casually as you want. We're cruising along at 50-ish miles an hour here with the windows open, and road noise is pretty quiet. No squeaks or odd noises coming from the cabin. Steering is tight, which you would expect with a car we have all the service records from new. So it has been pampered, babied, and meticulously cared for all along the way. A couple other interesting facts about this particular car. It was featured in a Porsche magazine called Excellence, where it was a participant at a concours. Has won some awards that are also in part of the file. Not bad, 60 odd degrees here in Auburn, Indiana today, so we may do some top-down cruising here. Tight, well sorted, well documented, well optioned, incredibly well cared for. If you are in the market for a G Series 911, particularly if you want one of the rarest, that's what I think is one of the best combinations of motor, gearbox, and body style, then you should be in Auburn on Saturday, April 27th, when this car goes across the block. So you can visit us at worldwideauctioneers.com, sign up to register to bid, shoot us an inquiry if you've got questions about the car. We have tons of photography, we'll have some great video assets. You should, even without being there in person, feel really confident in what type of a car this is and just the caliber that it presents at. So again, thanks for joining us on a little ride along today in this '89 Porsche 930 Turbo Cabriolet.